Been a few days, been a few days. What's going on? There's so much going on the world today. Y'all see my hair is really growing back. I gotta order some more of that Botanic oil. Yeah, my edges really, y'all see it sticking up. Y'all can't say I ain't got no damn edges now. We just gonna wait to see if we get some people in the room. Hey, what up? What up? Welcome to the chat. What up? Thank you for coming. What up, you two? So, what we're doing today, the G7 meeting just ended and it was around the world. They have it every year and it was in France. Trump says he's the boss, which he is, and he announced the end of the war. Dang, the end of the war at that G7 meeting. So, this was the 52nd summit in France, and Canada was there, Germany was there, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, they sold through. Hey, Plasma, say meow. What does that mean? Meow. Hey, my hair keeps sticking up. The EU, Brazil, Egypt, India, Kenya, South Korea, Qatar. Damn, Qatar is so damn rich. It's a little bitty country in the Middle East. They is so rich. Oh my God. If I could find me a little Arab man from Qatar, y'all wouldn't be able to tell me, well, I just wrap up in my little high Jeep and live beautifully, okay? Um, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates was there. And these were some of the topics that they discussed. Um, Global economic imbalances. Trump to crush the Illuminati again, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. France also identifies support for Ukraine, protection of children. Macron is a damn Satanist and he is part of the Illuminati. He ain't trying to protect no children. He drank adrenochrome, allegedly, but yeah. The fight against organized crime, illegal flows, and reform of global sovereigns as major themes at the summit. They dealt with international partnerships, the Ebola outbreak in Africa, cancer, geopolitical issues, migrant smuggling, drug trafficking, online safety for minors, balanced growth, and critical mineral supply chains. They call for a stronger international monetary fund. You know, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, was funded and started by the Rothschilds. That's Illuminati itself. All of them leaders, mm, mm, mm. A stronger IMF to keep countries in debt where they control them. Like they have crushed Africa, but finally Africa has realized what the fuck was going on and took over Africa. They have finally waken up. They asked the IMF and the OECD to monitor how domestic policy in major economies contributes to these imbalances. That's some bullshit. Egypt, Kenya, and South Korea also supported the statement, I'm sure. So they supposed to make cancer a priority now. Russia came out and said they got a cure for it. Russia came out and said they had a cure for cancer. data sharing to reduce cancer mortality. They announced more than 1 billion in funding in response to the Ebola outbreak. Let's see how much go to that in Africa. Leaders reaffirmed support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, agreed to increase deliveries of air defense systems, interceptors, and long range capabilities, and said they would strengthen sanctions on Russia, including in oil and gas sectors. Can y'all hit that like button, please? The statement also supported Ukraine's energy reliance through the following winter and said G7 members were ready to consider extending licenses to increase Ukraine military production. The statement of the Middle East welcomed the announcement of the deal between the United States and Iran because Trump announced the end of the war at the G7. They were ready to contribute to its implementation and also supported efforts to resume maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz and called for diversified energy supply routes and higher energy stocks. Exactly. I'm so damn gas is going down. My car take 93. Shit, I was paying almost $6 and I love me some Trump. And I was like, well, God, you gonna have to do something about this bullshit. Hey, Leah. No, I don't. It also supported efforts to disarm Hezbollah in Lebanon, accelerate humanitarian and reconstruction efforts in Gaza, and end violence in the West Bank. Well, the only way you're going to end violence is the West Bank is if Israel leave them the fuck alone. No, I don't have a brand new car. I need one, Leah. Executives from OpenAI, Google, Mistral, and Anthropic took part in discussions linked to artificial intelligence and protection for minors. All right, let's get into this.
3 days before the G7 summit in Avian, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney flew to Ireland and he warned that the old order is dead. Carney had no idea how right he was. And at the summit, Donald Trump demonstrated it with this stunning comment about Israel and Syria.
And I suggested to Israel to let Syria take care of Hezbollah. Because to be honest with you, I think they do a better job of doing it. I didn't like where 2 hours before we're signing the agreement that there was an attack in Lebanon, in Beirut. I did not like that. I let them know that. I didn't like it, not at all. But I think that Syria, he's pulled that country together amazingly quickly. He's very capable. And he's been very good for me. And if Israel can't do the job without killing everyone else, he'll do the job. Syria will do the job.
So, in what
Man, now see, that's what I'm... And everybody said, no, Trump just sold out to Israel. Trump is his own man. That's why they don't like him, because he's not controllable. He makes his own decisions. Now, I'm not going to say, but facts. In the 48 laws of power, it says, and in the art of war, keep your enemy close. Make your enemy your friend. Trump, because the leader of Syria was the leader of Al Qaeda. Trump made his enemy his friend, removed the sanctions of Israel, welcomed him in the power. Now he said, let Syria handle Hezbollah. If that's what the fuck a leader is, oh my God, make your enemy your friend. Y'all don't know. I got to play this shit again. This shit make me excited.
3 days before the G7 summit in Avian, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney flew to Ireland and he warned that the old order is dead. Carney had no idea how right he was. And at the summit, Donald Trump demonstrated it with this stunning comment about Israel and Syria.
And I suggested to Israel to let Syria take care of Hezbollah. Because to be honest with you, I think they do a better job of doing it. I didn't like where 2 hours before we're signing the agreement that there was an attack in Lebanon, in Beirut. I did not like that. I let them know that. I didn't like it, not at all. But I think that Syria, he's pulled that country together amazingly quickly. He's very capable, and he's been very good for me. And if Israel can't do the job without killing everyone else, he'll do the job. Syria will do the job.
Facts.
In what?
Facts. Facts. That's how you do it. Make your enemy your friend. 48 Laws of Power. The Art of War by Tan Tzu. Classic. It's like my Bible. Keep your enemy close. Bitch, Leah, do it look like I got cancer, bitch? The fuck?
3 days before the G7 summit in Abu Dhabi,
I gotta keep
Canadian
this.
Prime Minister.
Damn, that was good. Do your mama got cancer, ho?
3 days.
Damn, that's good. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Now, this is where he did it. Bitch, I'm not bald. Bitch, where you see I'm bald? Bitch, fuck you.
Yes. Bravo.
Come on. So that's where he signed the Iran deal. Man, you ain't got to be here, and William News neither, because where you see that I'm bald, bitch. As U.S. President Donald Trump signed Iran Memorandum of Understanding at the Palace of Versailles, political analysts and commentators have assessed the impact of the agreement and its future implications. In a post shared on X, Iranian Swedish writer and political analyst Trechor Parsi said Israel was the biggest loser in the deal, calling poetic justice after Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu government pushed for war with Iran and further its invasion of Lebanon. Yeah, I don't like how they doing Lebanon. They already took 16 miles, and so now I think they took even more of their land. Oh shit. Now I done lost my oh damn. And if it leads to Netanyahu losing the elections and ending up in jail, the justice will be complete. Oh, you babysitting? Okay, let me go back to where I was. La, 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 la. Forgot where I was. Oh, right here. France and Germany ready for Hamas mission if Iran deal holds. Trump told them at G7, warns on Ukraine's war aims and says the U.S. could go back to shooting at Iran at any moment if they do anything, to mess up the deal that they signed for this peace treaty. Leah, you shut the fuck up, bitch. Let me just mute your ass since you just want to stay here. How about that, bitch? Um, so Trump told the other leaders, "I'm the boss." A tongue-in-cheek acknowledgement of an unspoken truth hanging over the summit. G7 leaders acknowledged Ukraine's improved battlefield fortunes with a unified pledge of support and fresh sanctions against Russia. So Trump came on, he said he the boss. How G7 managed delicate relations with Trump. France with a delicate task. This is political. Ahead of them, charming the U.S. leaders sufficiently to avoid a meltdown and sidestep potential dust-ups over Iran war. Key to that is how they managed their personal interactions with Trump. What historically served as a gathering of world's leading democracies discuss the global economy has turned into a game of navigating personal relationships among them. And during this administration, it's a little diplomacy, lots of vibes. The bar for success at a multilateral summit like this is quite low during this administration, saying the bar really amounts to avoiding a massive blow up either in person or on social media. Last year's summit, Trump abruptly walked out of the meeting in Canada a day early, returning to Washington as tensions rose between the U.S., Iran, and Israel. President Macron, who is hosting this event, have learned how to push back against Trump just enough without provoking him to take action against their countries. Come on, man. The United States is back thanks to Trump. Because we were so weak. We was the laughing stock. Trump is found a mocking Macron's accent and needling him. He have done that man bad. He left him without security. That shit was so funny last year. I was under the bed, including taking aim at the French president over alleged tensions in his marriage. Right, because his wife slapped the shit out of him. I still got the video last year, and they say she transgender. I don't know. But she was messing with him. She was his teacher. She 15 years older than him. But Macron knows how to dish it back, telling an audience in Davos earlier this year that he prefers respect to bullies. Despite the public jabs, the two officials have been speaking on the phone in recent weeks. Macron and Trump have a history of text exchanges, which the president made public earlier this year, in a rare glimpse into how leaders attempt to charm their American counterpart. And the French president is making a big fuss over Trump's upcoming visit. Canada's chief trade negotiator with the U.S., Janet Charlotte, told an industry audience in Canada that Prime Minister Mark Carney and Trump have a very good relationship and stay in frequent contact. I don't believe that. Carney is Illuminati his damn self. There's a kind of constant back and forth who knew prime ministers and presidents text each other. Oh, it's just 19 minutes in. Let me oh shit. Oh shit, I need to go back and. Oh, I got to do this. Let me see. Can I share this? I need this. I need this when I talk about her. Oh, I need this. I need this. How can I share this? Oh shit, how can I share it? Oh, I can get it anyway. I'm not gonna worry about it. What was I doing? I want the video. Mm-mm. You know what? Let me just go on YouTube. That's what we gonna do. Then I'm gonna get on the old shit with France. I'm gonna show you where
Hello, I'm the boss. How are you? Okay. Thank you, dear colleague. Would you like to stay for the meeting? Yes. It's okay with me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
what Trump say? I'm the boss. I got to play that again. What you say, sir?
Hello, I'm the boss. How are you?
I like that. See, I like a strong man, a strong leader.
Dear colleague.
So he met with the Indian Prime Minister Modi.
It's okay with me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Not. All right, so we were listening in there to a committee. However, we do have this live look of President Trump meeting with Indian Prime Minister Modi.
Ah.
Let's listen in.
Well, thank you very much. We had some great meetings in France. The group of people used to be the G8, now it's the G7. I don't know if that was a good deal or not, but it's the G7, and we have a G2 coming up, and then we have a G20 coming up. You know what the G2 is, I think, most of you. But we had in particular some very good conversations with Prime Minister Modi, India. And we're doing trade deals. We're doing a lot of things. A lot of things are happening between the United States and India. The United States is.
Damn, wait a minute. I gotta find my
We
lighter.
have over $19.2 trillion coming in. We're building factories. We're building everything. And, Prime Minister's building a lot in the United States. He's spending a lot of money in the United States, so we appreciate that job. But I just want to say he's been my friend for a long time now, and we've always had a great relationship, and it's great to be with you. Thank you very much. Great to be with you. Thank you.
राष्ट्रपति जी आपसे मिलकर के बहुत खुशी हो रही है और पिछले वर्ष हम वाशिंगटन में मिले थे उसके बाद हमारे संबंधों में एक नई गति आई है नई ऊर्जा आई है और कई विषयों में हम बहुत मिल करके आगे चल रहे हैं. Mr. President, it's a pleasure to meet you here in Avia.
Okay, I'm back.
We had an extremely productive meeting in Washington last year, and since then we have given new speed and new energy to our relations, and we are working together on a number of areas. और हमारे लिए खुशी की बात है कि हमारी दोनों टीमें भी मिलजुल करके हमने जो टारगेट तय किया प्रयास कर रहे हैं और हम बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. We're also happy that our teams have also been working in close coordination and engagement, and they've been working towards achievement of the targets that we had set for ourselves last year. Excellency, पश्चिम एशिया में शांति के जो प्रयास प्रगति हुई है, इसके लिए मैं आपका अभिनंदन करता हूँ. Mr. President, I commend you for your leadership on the progress that has been made in the efforts to restore peace in West Asia. आपके इन प्रयासों के कारण पश्चिम एशिया में शांति की एक नई किरण नजर आ रही है और हम आशा करते हैं कि चिरस्थायी शांति बनेगी. Thanks to your efforts, Mr. President, new hope for peace and stability in the region has been rekindled, and I'm confident that this will lead to a long-standing peace in the region. Excellency, आप और हम सभी इस बात से सहमत हैं कि हॉर्मुज का खुला रहना एक अर्थव्यवस्था के लिए बहुत ही अनिवार्य है. Mr. President, you and I agree that keeping the Strait of Hormuz open is vital for the global economy. Excellency, हम हमेशा कहते रहे हैं कि फ्रीडम ऑफ नेविगेशन सुनिश्चित होना चाहिए और इस पर हम सब ने मिलकर के बल देना चाहिए. India has consistently emphasized the importance of ensuring freedom of navigation, and we should work together and place a particular emphasis on that. Excellency, आप जानते हैं कि maritime trade की दुनिया में.
So they have renewed, India and the United States have renewed their.
Keith grows up in Boca Raton, Florida.
भारत की लाखों seafarers
Relations.
दुनिया के अलग-अलग समुद्र में अपनी
Now they got caught joking about Trump here at the G7. Oh. Hey, Steph, I'm live. I'm going to call you back, okay? All right. Bye.
Good morning. How are you? How are you? He didn't hear me, but I see you.
So they was caught on camera talking about Trump behind his back. You can't really hear what they saying. Zelensky wear the same thing, don't he? I'm trying to see what they said. So the prime minister of Italy can't stand Trump. And Qatar is there, all that money they got. Oh, that's Macron's ugly ass wife.
Everybody? They are always ready.
So these are all the leaders at the G7.
Parfait. Eh bien, join the concert.
All right, let's get into the recap. So now we going to the recap of when shit. Oh shit. When Macron's wife knocked the shit out of him. This shit was so
I would
funny.
normally be first in the queue when it comes to poking fun at world leaders' body language. But this, I'm afraid to say, is shocking body language and very unfunny body language. Initially, I thought it had to be AI, but then we know it's not. I think what I find even more shocking than even what I was seeing is the attempt to explain it by saying that it was play. It was just play. It was a couple letting
She
off
knocked
steam.
the shit out of him
And
before that.
that worries me even more because it's trying to normalise something that we should be shocked by. We quite rightly should be shocked by it, and it absolutely shouldn't matter who's doing it to who. That, you know, this is a husband and wife. It's the same will apply. That's not good natural behaviour. We can see Macron, who very much the alpha male leader with his body language.
He ain't no alpha male. She knocked the shit out of him.
The door opens and anybody looking at him, and his wife obviously more than anybody else would know that he's getting into professional mode. He's about to step out in Vietnam on the world stage, and he's kind of pumped up accordingly. He seems to talk to his wife at the side, who we can't see at this point, but then shockingly, her hand comes out and presses against his face, the nose as well. And if anybody wants to try this on themselves, you'll feel how vulnerable it makes you feel. Pushes it to the point where he reels sideways, so it's not a little stroke or anything like that. And then there's even a final extra.
She knocked the shit out of him. Let me see, did they get that from? Oh, there you go. Okay, here you go. You gotta catch it. You gotta catch it real quick.
I would normally be first in the queue when it comes to poking fun at world leaders'
Damn,
body language.
it's so
I would
quick.
normally be first in the queue when it comes to poking fun at world leaders' body language.
Dang, you got it. It's so quick.
Together formally.
Damn, can we get a replay?
Still.
But she knocked the shit out of him. Hey, therapy. I'm doing the recap now of when Macron's wife slapped the shit out of him on the world stage. And this is when Macron came to the United States. Oh, they must have already went in. Here you go. Man, that shit was so funny when Trump told him off and took away his security, made him walk. That shit was so funny. I wonder, do I got that? Delete that because I ain't talking about that. Now this when the French president done put a hit out on Candace Owens. Slapped the shit on. That was the funniest shit. You don't remember that therapy? That shit was so funny.
All right, you guys, happy Monday. And I just want to say this very fun episode. Very fun episode today. When I started the Becoming Brigitte series, never in a million years could I have imagined that it had the potential to end the Fifth French Republic. Honestly, never could have imagined it. But I think, you guys, we broke France. I mean, given the extraordinary admission from the first couple this morning that Brigitte and Emmanuel have moved to hire a former United States federal prosecutor to investigate me. Yeah, that is crazy. They hired him, by the way, before they sued me. They hired him and his firm. I got to tell you all about that because I'm shook. I'm shaken. I mean, do you think that they've had people going through my trash? I don't know. Meanwhile, over in Latvia, no one's ever said that right. Meanwhile, over in Latvia, there's another crazy scandal going on. People believing that the prime minister used to be a porn star. What is happening, you guys? Let's jump right back in. Welcome back to Candace.
Let me get past this.
Is in English. Yeah, he might have some political ties. He met at a political event. It's all starting to add up. And they continue by writing, the investigation highlighted her connection to Tucker Carlson, who has interviewed her online, and her posts supporting the brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate. In light of these connections, it is clear Candace is aligned with a group of right-wing political figures. Oh, what an investigation. You guys, this is breaking news, just to be clear. I'm on the right. And I have connections. I've been in politics for a while. I do, in fact, have some connections with some other right-wing political figures. This is really a stunning email that I received. Lastly, they say that also on YouTube, a video in April 2024, Xavier Poussard said that he had translated his work about Ms. Macron into English and sent it to Candace and others. And he says in that video, quote, I think she knew nothing about Brigitte Macron only a month before, and suddenly she takes on the case. Well, there you go. There must be a reason that I took on the case. Anyways, they then published the article. They give me, of course, as they always do, just a couple of hours to respond. And they moved to publish the article. The headline here is insane, okay? We really need to appreciate how insane this headline is. Macron's, yes, the president of France, you guys, the leader of France, a state leader. Macron's hired investigators to research U.S. influencer Candace Owens. I will be printing this out. I will get a hard copy of this, actually.
And they ended up putting a hit out on her. You know what? Let me just type it in because I want Paris. Now this is France open borders. They have this Macron has destroyed France like Gavin Newsom destroyed California. Look at this shit. This is open borders. They set the Eiffel Tower on fire. Oh shit, I'm trying to delete the shit. And it's supposed to be a celebration of winning the game. If the election would have went the other way, we would have still had all these people coming in. This Nick Shirley in France.
Streets of Paris are literally on fire. Oh, now everyone's joining in. Everyone in the mask. Street signs are getting taken down. The streets of Paris are being set to flames right now. They're digging out the rocks to throw at the police. Look, now he's throwing the rocks. The old lady's running. Old ladies are running out of here. Oh, police are moving in. Police have moved in. Get behind the tree, get behind the tree, get behind the tree. Stand right here. Police have moved in.
Now what is that little bitty tree supposed to do?
Unarrest here in the street. The guys are throwing stones. Those aren't even rocks, those are freaking stones. They're grabbing out of the ground. Found Where's Waldo here in the middle of this protest. Is this protest good or bad? The protest is good. He's a victim of one of the glass bottles being thrown and ricocheted off of the walls. Gosh! Whoa! I can't even hear. This guy can't even, he doesn't know what even just happened to him. Look, you have just tourists in here. Not the tear gas. Can't see anything. Can't see anything. Streets of Paris.
One thing about it, when they protest over in Europe, they get it in. Paris burns.
Paris is burning, and the world is watching. What should have been a celebration after PSG's Champions League victory has descended into violence across France. More than 800 arrests, hundreds injured, police officers attacked, cars burned, businesses destroyed, a teenager stabbed, entire streets turned into battlegrounds. And this wasn't a war. This is the result of decades of mass immigration, decades of failed intervention, decades of leaders refusing to put their own people first. But anyone who spoke up was attacked, silenced, mocked. Now the consequences are impossible to ignore. Paris, the city of cathedrals, the city of kings, the city that helped shape Western civilization, reduced to scenes that would have been unthinkable a generation ago. And with the World Cup approaching, expect more. Because this is what happens when leaders abandon their national identity, when borders become meaningless, when assimilation becomes optional. Paris is no longer a warning. Paris is the result. The question now is simple. Will the rest of the West learn from France, or will we follow the same path? God bless Paris. Paris is burning.
Thank God, because if Trump didn't get in, they would still be crossing that border.
Paris has fallen. Now, you would think that this right here was a war zone, when actually it's a bunch of lunatics going on a rampage and wreaking havoc because of a football game. Let's have a laugh. Deranged anti-ICE protesters have reached incredible levels of desperation Well, let's have a
My
look.
friend, I'm here.
Do something about it, prick.
I'm here to ask questions. How'd you get into this country?
What are you talking about? Now, look, surprise everybody. Rosie O'Donnell has had a facelift.
Well, first of all, I don't think anybody even noticed that Rosie O'Donnell had a facelift until she came out and told everybody she had a facelift, so she should get her money back, number one. First,
The Goldberg, the View host herself, guess what? She's now blaming Donald Trump for the current outbreak of Ebola around the world. Well, it's over for the gruesome twosome. Harry and Meghan are homeless as King
Wait a
Charles
minute, let me get.
to Delaney Hall. And I'm going to keep working for better conditions inside of this facility until it's closed. The Maine Senate candidate firsthand.
Oh, so she doing
Listen,
news
that's
all
what it is.
around the
So,
world. We ain't gonna even go there. Nope, we not going there.
We don't know if the world's saturated oil market will accept any more oil. This has left great.
That don't need to be there.
the streets of Paris
Wins the whole
are
thing.
literally
And
on fire.
everybody in,
Oh, now everyone's
France is
joining
like,
in.
this is gonna get bad. We gotta be careful.
Hold on, I had to take that off.
So France, PSG wins the whole thing, and everybody in, France is like, this is going to get bad. We got to be careful with this whole thing that's going on. Well, guess what? It was even worse than what they expected. 780 arrests in France after PSG Champions League win, which was massive, and people were worried for their lives. They were concerned about what was going to happen. And some of the messaging, if you watch this, Rob, just play a few of the clips. Go ahead, Rob. By the way, what's that clip with the fire you just had right there, Rob? Okay.
Dude, look at
That is not the Middle East, Rob. Where is this?
That's Paris.
That's Paris for you.
Yeah.
That's not Iran. That's not
Look,
Gaza.
Look at what the
That's France.
hell is going on.
Okay. After the win.
They won, by the
Okay.
way.
Look what they're doing to cars. Imagine if they would have lost. So this is.
That's them damn migrants.
This is France for you folks. And who do you think is doing this? You think the OG French people that were, from France?
Hell
the
no.
French men and women, you think they're doing this?
Pierre and Jean-Jacques.
No, that's not who's doing it. By the way, go to some of the videos to say we were able to do more in 3 hours than they could do.
Yeah, where's that
to
guy?
take over. Germany could do over in 1940s. I don't know if you have
Keep going
that
up a
clip
little
or
bit.
not.
Yeah. Keep going right there. This is
Vinny
African
showed this
migrants.
one.
African migrants saying, like, look at what he's saying. Look, Algerians.
Go back a little bit, Rob.
Look at this. We have Algerians, Tunisians, Moroccans, Senegalese. Marine. We've managed to take over Paris even faster than Germany army in 1940. It took us 3 hours.
It was 3 hours.
They're letting you know what's up.
Yeah, and so if you go to the clip, Rob, with the Eiffel Tower being behind it, I don't know if you have
It
that
said
one or
it
not.
took them
Watch it.
3 hours to take over Paris. The migrants say it took them 3 hours to take over Paris.
Macron was not happy at all, Rob. If you find that clip, he was almost like, he's like, never again. We are done. He was, and by the way, the whole PSG team is behind him, Rob, and he's schooling the fans, and he's saying how disgusting and how horrible of an act it was that what he was doing. Keep going down, Robbie. He's doing the speech. I think that's it right there.
Le coach et le staff.
They don't have the subtitles on this one. Keep going down. Where is it? Is that it? No, that's not it.
Let me just go ahead and delete this shit. Oh, fuck. Get rid of this stuff. Okay, I can delete that. Back to Candace.
If you guys have not seen this yet, there has been a reported
French foreign legionnaire who has come forward. This is somebody who says that he's been doing jobs, assassinating people for however long, a long time, and he's coming forward to whistleblow on what is expected to happen to Candace, and that what the hit team is supposed to do, that is in country right now, and what he is suggesting for her to protect herself, because this is a crazy story that this guy tells.
Rank Colonel DGSC Action Division. For 21 years, I ran black contracts in Africa, Middle East, and yes, sometimes on your soil. Tonight, I break every oath I ever took. 2 days ago, a priority cable landed on my desk. Opération Poignard. Target Candace Owens. Client, Unit 8200 liaison embedded inside the Elysee. Payment routed through a shell in Cyprus we have used since the Rainbow Warrior days. The directive is explicit. Quote, eliminate the subject during live broadcast. Maximum visceral impact. The blade must be visible. The audience must feel the cut. The water open from...
Ain't that some shit? So I guess that's the would-be assassin going live. Now here go the scammers. These are migrants in France.
Don't fall for it, man. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Get out of here. You're scamming people. That's a scam. It's fake. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey.
Your charity very well. Your charity is not real.
What?
You go. You go. You go. You're gonna assault me? 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 Oh, nice. That's assault. That's assault. You're getting arrested. Nice one, Fred. You think sand scares me? You scumbags, you dirtbags. Is she gonna throw a bottle? Come, throw the bottle. Throw the bottle. And get done. Yeah, come. Come. Come throw it. The lovely charity people. Come. There we go. Scumbag.
They be getting it in France.
That's it. Get the ball out your head. Get the ball out your head. Get the ball out your head. Wait. Hey. Hey. Yeah, pull the police. No. I have it on film. They strike and cry out at the same time. And their fellow scammers support them. They got let off. We had to wait for the police to come. And they're going to be here tomorrow doing the same thing. Or maybe not even tomorrow. Maybe in an hour from now.
All I can say, thank God Trump got elected. We will be going through the same shit. Oh, now this going back to the G7. Trump arrives. We just gonna show a little bit of this. Let me get to the point because they make this stuff so long. Well, where is Trump at? His wife is ugly. I'm so sorry. They say she transgender. I don't know, allegedly. That's his wife. Who had an affair with him when she was his teacher and he married her. She had an affair with him when he was in high school and he married because she's 15 years older than him. That's a fact. Just think if I watched all this and Trump ain't even came. Let me get up. Oh, here you go. Anyway, Trump walked in that meeting there and said, I'm the boss. Man, America is so back right now. Going back to the violence in France. Muslims, this is the migrants in France. You know, I never wondered why you leave Africa, your own country, your own land, and you go back to your colonizer. You go back to your colonizer, but y'all messing it up. Maybe that's why y'all went back. This is Trump signing the Iran deal at the G7 meeting.
Hello, how are you? Bienvenue à tous. Yeah. Merci beaucoup.
So I want to congratulate the president. Last night, Cyril Gane won the fight against a great fighter, supposed to be unbeatable. And that was it. Cyril is from France. Did you watch the fight?
Yeah. Not in direct, but I saw it this morning.
That was a great fight. It was a great evening at the White
I was
House.
very proud. Cyril.
Thank you.
Please. Bienvenue au président. I will say a few words in French. Je souhaitais d'abord accueillir et souhaiter la bienvenue au président Trump et merci d'être là.
Let me see what they talking about.
The international community in order to support this deal. And we will discuss about that together.
So basically, he's saying that the Iran deal will bring much success, you know, to the countries at the G7. That's basically what that is. Damn, I want to get through all of these. Damn, I'm about to delete some of this shit because some of this shit's so old. Oh, this one, what Trump did to him in New York. This shit was so funny. Macron was stopped by the police in New York because the street is closed for Trump's convoy, and Trump was Macron calls Trump to allow him to pass, but Trump humiliates him and told him to walk. This shit was so funny. He can't stand Macron. This shit was so funny. Let me start it over.
I'm sorry, I'm President. I'm really sorry. Just that everything's in frozen right now. There's a border coming from right now. That's it. I'm sorry. If you don't see it, let me close.
He calling Trump.
How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting this week because everything is frozen for you.
He told him to walk. That's some shit, ain't it? That shit was so funny. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do let me see.
This has been concealed for centuries. The real purpose of the Eiffel Tower is something.
Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna keep that. This is them suing Candace.
That in a capitalist society, we're in the media business to make money for the most part, and the story that she was telling, at least that's what the complaint says.
Anyways, I am floored. Are you floored? Because this is just goofy. You are officially a very goofy man, Brigitte. But I gotta give it to you, you've definitely got balls. Fire everybody around you, and I mean literally everyone around you who told you that this was a good idea. That this was a very good idea.
So Candace exposed the French wife as being transgender. That's why she said she got balls and stuff. Yeah.
For you to be the first sitting first lady of a country to file a lawsuit against a journalist of another country. This is obvious, very clear that it is an obvious and desperate public relations strategy. That's what this is.
The courts have tried to make clear that just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you're going to be telling a lie about them. So in and of itself, it would never be sufficient to say, you know, you've been my political enemy forever, and so of course you're going to lie about me. That's simply not true, and therefore would not be sufficient in and of itself. It would be part of the body of evidence, but it would have to be bolstered by being able to demonstrate that, again, the podcaster knew that things that she was publishing were not true, or acted so recklessly in pursuit of this vendetta that she went beyond not just a negligence standard, but a deliberate attempt to spread falsity that she knew. So I would say that one of the key...
And then after the lawsuit, that didn't work. They sent a hitman after her. This is where she claims she a man. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this this part out. And then I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna finish this, Candace. Damn. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna come back for part 2. Yep, I'm about to do this. Yep. I'm coming back for part 2. I'm gonna just hang up and make this a part 2 tonight. Like, share, subscribe.